vagina, and then she'll tell you, she'll be like, I didn't think anything was gonna happen, so let me apologize.
I'm not ready.
Yeah, let me apologize beforehand because there is a forest, and I just and then I go, oh, I seduced you. Like that's
seduction.
That's seduction. It was like, oh, we were just chilling and nobody thought about fucking and it didn't happen. But
no, I haven't.
It ain't like
that.
No, seems like you're ready.
No. Oh Lord. No, I haven't had that. I just had no, I haven't had that. I mean, I've had moments where I didn't want to, like initially I didn't want to do something, and then
like, oh, it's not that bad.
And then we started doing something, but then I would like kind of nip it before it can go any further.
Yeah, no.
And then my ex, like, he didn't seduce me. He was just very much like, you don't have to, you don't want to.
How you feel about like rejection? Like, like it's mad hard for dudes to be like,
I hate rejection.
Yeah, like we don't get to not be in the mood. Like we don't have periods, so we don't have any legitimate excuse ever. So all of our excuses are
like
insults.
Rejection from sex.
Yeah, it's
like
like
how I feel about it.
Like I'm good on you this evening.
I get a little
y'all don't take that well at all.
I get like okay, sure.
I used to come to my girlfriend's house and put on a whole theatrical show of how tired I was, how quote unquote tired I was, because you got to sell it. Like we don't have like
no, but that didn't work on my ex-husband though. Like he didn't care. So
I mean, look at you.
Married,
how could he?
He didn't care. But I was tired. Like I was legitimately tired because I used to do all the work in the house, so I would just be like, I'm tired.
Yeah, but at least we could take that L on the chin. Y'all can't take.
No,
that
he
L.
didn't care. Like I could tell him I was tired, and I still feel a poke like while I'm sleeping. I'm like, okay,
like, you're alive though.
Then I'm just gotta like roll over and be like, all right, fine, come on, let's just do this.
Well, I mean, you're tired. You're not tired. You're gonna do the same amount of shit you was gonna do anyway. So I don't see why. It is that, but then it's like, I'm talking about like. Trying to get a woman to be like
to get out of it, so you have to like put a whole Meryl Streep production on.
Like you can't just say no to a lady. You gotta be super tired, and you gotta lay on your stomach, and you just gotta lay on a stomach and stay on your stomach all night, or that's your ass.
Yeah, and even then,
yeah, we don't have a hashtag. We don't have a hashtag for that. But
hashtag him also
stole it. I borrowed the dick for a little bit, but. He'll be
him
all right.
También.
He'll be all right.
Him también.
That's
right. What the hashtag is. But
that's what that extra 13 cents on the dollar is for.
I guess. Ain't shit. But to answer your question on jealousy, yeah, like I said, the last time I felt jealousy that raging, like that intense, was in high school.
You should probably bring it back.
After that. So that's what I was saying. For me, there's a difference with jealousy and disrespect. So the two examples are, my ex. And these are both examples of my ex. So, X-Men.
This is Morph we're talking about. He died in the first episode. That's such an old reference.
So, in later years, when he and I, because we had broken up several times, and when we got back together,
several times?
We broke up about 3 times at most. At most,
it's so hard to break up. I'll ask you after you finish this.
At most, it was 3 times.
Once you start that, once you win the breakup count, you're definitely gonna break up. So you're like
but that's what I'm saying. At most, it was
breakups is gonna hold.
That's what I'm saying. At most, it was 3 times, and the last time held for like a year and change. Like we didn't date each other for a year and change, and then we started kind of seeing each other again. But when we finally after that time, we decided. Well, he decided he was gonna propose to me. Got engaged, whatever. So
did you get on one knee?
Yeah.
Did you cry?
Yes.
Get out of here, you!
I cried because I was.
Was it like 2 tears or one Denzel Glory tear?
No, it was tear.
It was welling, and then you blinked, and one escaped, or 2 escaped.
It was
Did
a couple tears.
Did you lose your voice?
No, because I was yelling at him while I was crying.
Oh no.
Yeah, I yelled at him. I knew he was gonna propose. I knew he was gonna propose.
Hashtag Black Love.
No. I knew he was gonna propose. I knew that morning because I woke up early that morning and I saw him like filling with a box and putting it in his pocket.
See,
so I knew he was gonna propose. But what I got upset about, or what I was crying about, was I didn't know that he was going to propose at the location that he proposed.
Okay, you didn't like the location?
No, we were in Niagara Falls and it was like by the waterfall and stuff.
What's wrong with that?
And
that's perfect for the gram.
It was very public. I did not like that.
Well, that's how dudes manipulate women.
And
it's like, do it in
when
public.
he did
can't
that,
say no in public.
I said yes, and then the next words that came out of my mouth was, "You have me crying in front of all these people I don't know." So that was like literally the next thing that came out of my mouth.
Weird. I never cried in front of a white person before, so that's got to be.
And how he did it, how he snuck the proposal is that he asked this woman, "Can you take a picture of us by the waterfall?" So I'm there getting ready to pose for the picture, and it's because as I'm like, "All right, let's get together to pose for the picture," he drops on a knee, and I was just like, I got like, no, and then he did it. And I said yes, and I started crying, and I started pointing at him and the people, because the woman who he gave the camera to take the picture, she was recording the whole thing.
Oh,
so I was like,
cry. That's so sweet.
I was like, you have me crying in front of all these people over here that I don't, because it drew attention. I did not like that.
That was the whole point.
I know it was the whole point. I didn't like it, and he should know me better to know that Afiya doesn't like that. Don't do that to Afiya. But he did that because as soon as he got on his knee, people stopped walking, turn around, look, ooh, what's that? Yeah. And they start coming in
and
close.
What happened at the end? What was the word? What's the word you said?
Said yes.
Oh, bam. So
yes. But now we're divorced, so much for that proposal.
It ain't because of that, though. it ain't because of the proposal.
So much for that. But to go back to this dance story I keep trying to run to. So after we got engaged, we went to a wedding, one of his friends' wedding. Mm-hmm. And at this wedding was a woman who he had slept with.
Oh, and you know this because he told you.
Yes.
Like a dumbass.
So when we got back together,
when
we got back together, he was very much on like, well, did you date anybody while we went together?
Now he wants to do an exploration. He done did Niagara Falls manipulation.
Right.
And now he got inquiry.
So I was like, okay, well, you want to know me? Who you slept with? Who, So he tells me, he was with these 3 girls. And I was like, 3 girls? Damn, you was begging mad bitches where we was going. Okay, fine, cool. So he tells me one of the girls.
You don't want to marry a motherfucker that can't get 3 girls.
Right? So I was like, okay. So,
you are the third.
So one of the girls was a friend of a friend. And hence why she was at the wedding, because she was a friend of the bride at the wedding. And she was there.
And he told you this beforehand.
Yes.
And so you let a bitch that fucked your man come and kiki at your wedding?
She didn't kiki with me.
Eating your $100 plates?
She didn't kiki. No. She didn't come to our wedding. She came to a friend's wedding.
Oh, okay.
So the friend who hooked him and that girl up was getting married.
Okay. Whatever that is.
So, yeah. So the friend who put him and that girl together, she was getting married. So she invited him to the wedding and she invited the girl that she hooked him up with before we got engaged to that wedding. Mm-hmm. And she was sitting in the table in front of us. Actually, the table behind us. So the only thing I kept doing...
Because that's an important detail.
It is an important detail because of what I did. It is an important detail because of what I did. So for the entire wedding, I kept rubbing his back with my hand with my ring on it. So she could just keep seeing... someone
so you can keep
holding that.
I know what it is.
Someone rubbing his back with an engagement ring on. So I did that a couple of times during the wedding. But she was there with some guy. So I was like, all right, well, she ain't fucking with him anyway, so whatever. So then after that, I was like, I ain't got it. What the fuck for? Now, the disrespect portion that I was talking about that I don't tolerate.
Oh, you don't tolerate it?
I don't tolerate it. I mean... Okay. Years have softened me, but this same ex, before we got engaged, when we were still just dating, we were so fresh in the dating game and all that extra bullshit. Mm-hmm. Some girls came over to the house, and so what happened was that so he had a roommate, the roommate that I met him through, or whatever the case may be, they had all these mutual friends, and it was this guy friend and there was 2 girls who came to the apartment. Now, apparently, of the 2 girls who came to the apartment, one of them were trying to hook him up with before he started dating me. All right. I'm like,
how did you find out about that?
He tells me this.
Oh, stupid.
So, he tells me this. So, I'm there at the apartment. I'm there doing girlfriend things. You know, so I'm just laying in the bed, just there, wearing a shirt. Whatever.
Are those girlfriend things?
You know, and you just bust it wide, and
really?
I'm laying in the shirt.
Oh shit, I wouldn't know, but it seems like
so laying in the bed or whatever, and these 2 girls and this guy come to the house. So he leaves the room and he tells me how he's going to go just talk to them for a second and come back. He's not gone for a second. It's like 10 minutes. No one's ever gone for it. It's like 15 minutes. It's like 30 minutes. And at this point in time, like, he had left the room, and I think he had his shirt off or something like that. He's wearing sweats. He's out there with these girls. And I'm
why
like,
is his shirt off?
Because we had just had sex. So he just ran outside to go, quote, quote, say hi. And I was like, well, why the fuck are you outside with no shirt on if you just going to go say hi? You would come back and put a fucking shirt on if you're going to go outside and, like, you know, socialize. So he's out there talking to these people, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just laying in the bed at this point, like rolling around like, yo, it's been mad time and he ain't come back in here. So I step out the bedroom in his shirt with some socks and walked into the living room and was like, hi, everyone. And met people.
And you shaking hands and kissing babies?
I was like, oh, hi. And they're like, oh, they said their names. Can't remember the shit. Whatever. I was like, all right, cool. Nice meeting y'all. Go back into the room. So he comes back in the room. He's like, oh, baby, blah, 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 blah. Whatever. So then later that night, as I'm getting ready, I just go into the kitchen and I pick up a knife and I walk out. As I'm walking out the kitchen, I'm just like looking at him and just keeping eye contact with him. And I just like stabbed the knife into the door jamb of the kitchen, just like stuck it in there, like so they could just stay there.
What were you mad at exactly, though?
I was mad at the fact that he was out there talking to these women and he didn't even tell them that he had a girlfriend, let alone that he had his girlfriend present. Mm-hmm. He didn't introduce me to them, none of that. He went outside.
You were just a sweaty sex.
I don't give a shit. Like I didn't, at that point, I didn't give a shit. You're not going to have women come into this house and not know that another woman is present, and for that matter, that woman who's present is your girlfriend. You're not going to start kikiing with girls who people wanted to hook you up with in the living room, not knowing there's a whole other human being laying up in the bed. You're not going to do that. No. No.
That's not what it is.
No. The very least what you should have done, go outside, say hello, came back in, say, babe, put her pants on so I can introduce you to these people.
Let's go out
and I'll come outside. I meet your friend. I meet these 2 girls. Hi. I go back in the room and I kick it. You're not going to be sitting out there giving these girls the impression that like you're single when you're not single because...
He went out there to put that pheromones on them. See, when you fuck, right, you get them pheromones on you. And then pheromones. The girls, they smell it and they go, because fucking begets fucking.
They didn't smell shit.
So they was like, you smell like people would fuck you. I think I'm going to fuck you.
And all that shit. I don't even fuck.
More money.
I got mad. More money. So I got mad. And that was like the most extreme that I've been. After that, like I met his friends, a couple of his girlfriends, his homegirls who he used to date in high school or whatever. And I was like, well,
why do you keep meeting all of these old beats?
Because he was all about like introducing me to people after that episode.
So you checked him about introductions, and then now
I just met all his friends. So I met all his friends, and then I met the girls who he was still close with, who he was with in high school, and I was cool with it. I was like, because in my mind, I'm like, we've been together for so long. What am I the fuck gonna be jealous about? What am I jealous about? Not to mention these women are in relationships and shit like that. Despite the fact that like people cheat every day and doesn't matter if you're in a relationship or not.
All day.
But
all day.
That's me. That's me being faulty in that relationship. That's me being faulty. And again, this being like my first actual real relationship. So here I was very trusting, and I was very much like, well, I trust him. I'm gonna trust him, and I'm gonna put all my trust in him. Well, not all of my trust, but I put my trust in him. I put
enough.
Trust in him.
It don't need to be all.
Enough. I put enough trust in him that He's not going to cheat on me